1 pot chicken thighs and drum's legs with bulgur rice and peas. After simple sauteing on stovetop, it will continue to bake in the oven to mingle all flavors. Simple way of making chicken yummy, delightful and satisfactory. I have 2 chicken thighs with drums intact. Some red and green peppers from the freezer, you can use fresh of course, some peas, onion, garlic and bulgur. You can use rice instead. First I'm going to boil the peas, it's about 1 cup, just to add some veggies to my dish, adding some salt for the flavor. Simply I'm gonna cut into 2 pieces from the intact part of the drums and going to cut from the middle just to help to cook inside. I'm using my medium-sized cast iron white pan that I can continue to bake in the oven. You can also use stainless steel. Because of the handles, if you cannot put it into the oven, just continue to make the saute preparations and then put everything into the white baking pan. I rub my chicken with some salt and heat up vegetable oil. I'm going to fry my chickens with the skin to give extra flavor. To flavor my dish, I'm using 2 medium-sized onion and couple of cloves of garlic. Half of it I'm gonna saute with the chickens, just roughly chopping. My chicken pieces begin to get some color. The heat is on high. I'm gonna continue to turn to get some nice brown color along with the onions and garlic. Meanwhile, I'm gonna dice the other onion for the bulgur pilav. It is really handy to have sliced green and red peppers in the freezer. I sliced the red peppers for the pizza, so I wanted to give some extra chop. Checking my chicken pieces, they need some more time to get crispy. Sprinkled some black pepper, you can use some paprika, even rosemary would be nice. I want my peas to soften a little bit, but not too much. They're gonna cook more in the oven. And now I get some nice brown color after about 5-7 minutes. So I'm taking out my chicken pieces and the onions nicely caramelized with garlic. And in the same pan and delicious oil I got, I'm gonna saute chopped onion and garlic. Adding green and red peppers, about half tablespoon tomato paste. Here you can also add a finely diced carrot if you have. I didn't have, so I couldn't, otherwise I would. And here is my bulgur. It is coarse for making pilav rice as a side dish. 2 cups. I washed and drained and added to my mixture. I'm curious about how much you are using bulgur wheat as a side dish in your kitchen. Please write down in the comments. As I said, you can also use rice instead of bulgur, but the bulgur goes well with the peppers and onions sauteing like this. If I do it with rice, I would omit using peppers but keep the onion, and make sure to add diced carrots. I flavored it with some salt, adding drained peas, and sauteed onions and my chicken thighs and drumstick. To get an extra flavor and color on my chicken thighs and drumstick, I mixed some yogurt, tomato paste and oil with some salt and brushed the skins and tops of my chicken pieces. I always add for 2 cups of rice 3.5 cups of hot water. If you want, you can use chicken broth. It covers everything all the way except the chicken, and it is ready to go into the oven. My oven is preheated 200 Celsius degree. First, I didn't close the lid. After about 10 minutes, I closed the lid and cooked for about 25-30 minutes. Meanwhile, my daughter quickly made the recent dessert I shared, the milk cake with 3 spoons of everything. It is really easy to make and delicious. Check the links if you want to make. Checking after 30 minutes, I put my dish into the oven. It soaked almost all the water but needed some more time. And here is after 45 minutes. The chicken pieces and my bulgur is fully cooked, and it's time to take it out from the oven. Normally, my friends, after adding the water, I was gonna put some butter pieces, but I forgot, so I did it after it was cooked, and with its own heat the butter was melted and made my dish even more flavorful. So here we are, everything is in one pot. First saute it a bit and then continue to bake in the oven. All the flavors are mingled together. Beautiful, delicious, and ready to enjoy. So I hope you give it a try, my friends, and let me know how it turned out. I have many other recipes using chicken, both classic Turkish and modern. If you enjoyed the recipe, don't forget to leave your comments, like and shares. Stay tuned for more, and I hope to see you next time. Afiyet olsun.